What is going on, everyone? It is Will from the Will Talks Disney YouTube page, and yes, we are back. I'm sorry for the brief hiatus, but we are back. We're going to talk about my most interested video, which is all about Disneyland. Yes, people are wondering, when is Disneyland going to open up? When can I get back into the parks? There's a couple new updates. We've got the mayor talking about this. We've got DAmaro talking about this. We've even got the Disneyland president talking about this. So people want to know, when is Disneyland going to go? When are they going to open up? We don't have any dates, but let's dive into a couple articles from Blog Mickey and see what all the important players are saying. And let's see, are we any closer to getting a date? So as we teased in the open, we're going to go over 3 different articles that we have from Disneyland's president, the mayor of Anaheim, and Disney Parks chairman DAmaro. So I think everyone on the side of Disneyland and the parks, when you start bringing in CAPA for the other folks, everyone is frustrated with the California government. I don't think anyone says that COVID is an easy situation to deal with. No one wants to make the wrong call. But does Disney have the right practices in place for them to justify an opening? So let's see what Ken has to say about where he feels Disneyland is out. So again, this article comes from Mike at Blog Mickey. Check their site out. They have a great website. Lots of interesting news stories every day, so definitely check those guys out. And again, the Disneyland president, Ken Potrock, is ready to turn up the heat on Gavin Newsom and the state of California. So let's see what he has to say. So we are disappointed with the state's lack of progress in providing the industry, basically theme parks, with guidance and clarity on reopening. We have proven we can operate responsibly with strict health and safety protocols at our properties around the world and downtown Disney in Anaheim. So let's break that down a little bit. So Disney World has obviously been open for the past 2 months. You have to wear a mask. They enforce that. You can't go around and eat with your mask down. You have to stop, go off to the side, take your mask off. You can do that safely. But Disney is the industry leader in safety. This isn't their first go around. They have multiple properties opened up around the world. So Ken is trying to convey to Gavin Newsom, it's not our first rodeo. We know what we're doing. We can operate parks safely, and we can do it right. Now, this is the second part. So with Disneyland being closed, there's also a myriad of industries that support Disneyland around. So you have hotels, you have restaurants, you have Uber drivers, you have merchandise, you have all these people that are there not directly to support Disney, but the guests that are coming to Disney. So let's see what Ken has to say. So tens of thousands of people's livelihoods depend on our ability to operate, and we stand ready and willing to accelerate discussions with the governor and his team to make real progress towards reopening and getting back to work. So again, Disneyland had targeted a late September. We're already September 22nd when I'm recording, and we don't really think that is actually going to happen. So again, it's just very frustrating on the part of Disney and their folks, just because they've been doing the right things. They understand the overall impact that having the parks closed has on the economy, and they want to open up. They want to get more people back into Southern California. They want to get more people into their parks. Now, remember, this is a company that had park revenue down 87% just the last quarter. So the more they can get in, the more people can come through, spend money. It helps Disney overall. It helps the economy overall. And they're just all really frustrated with Gavin Newsom because even at the beginning of the month, they said they would offer guidance, and we're waiting and nothing. So I think overall, everyone's just frustrated and just wants to know answers. So let's hop into the next article. It has the mayor from Anaheim. Let's see what he has to say on the whole situation. Disneyland sits in the city of Anaheim, Southern California, Orange County to be specific. And again, we have their new plan, reopen OC now. So again, an impassioned plea just for the timeline of this. This is September 18th. Ken Potrock had his comments on the 16th. We went over an article last week from the CAPA. So everyone is just, we need to open this up. So again, the mayor of Anaheim, Harry Sidhu, is making an impassioned plea to Gavin Newsom to open up Disneyland. Again, it's more than just Disneyland. It's the entire theme parks that prop up the Anaheim economy. So in this press conference, Sidhu had noticed that Gavin Newsom had pretty much gave guidance for every other industry besides the parks or the theme parks. So this is huge because everyone else knows what to do. They know where to go, how to open, but the theme parks don't. So again, he's doing this on the Mission Breakout and Avengers Campus construction site because of the economic impact that it's having on the overall Anaheim economy. And this is his plea from Sidhu. It's a disaster right here. All of the businesses are closed. How long are you going to keep us closed? Give us guidelines. So they're not saying, they are saying they want to be opened up. They just want to know what are the rules to open up. It's very frustrating when you have Disney in general, that is a very safe company. They've done it in Orlando, and they just want to know, what do we have to do to open up? Because then the whole cornucopia of everything that supports Disneyland starts to open up as well. The restaurants, the hotels, the Uber drivers, the merchandise. There's a whole economy that's supported by Disneyland, or that Disneyland supports because people are coming to the parks. And with the parks closed, none of that happens. So again, and we get into more hard details of what Disneyland means to the city of Anaheim and the state of California. So Disneyland has an economic impact of $8.5 billion. They create more than 78,000 jobs, which is almost 4% of all jobs in Orange County, and they pay close to $500 million in local and state taxes. So anything from schools that would help to essential services, that is a lot of money. We've seen a lot of different state and local governments that have been impacted financially from COVID. There's budget shortfalls because there's not as much money coming in, and they're spending more money on healthcare. So you have this divide. You need more money coming in, but you're not doing it because businesses aren't opening. So again, the mayor, who is very passionate about his people and the city of Anaheim, he understands the economic benefit that Disneyland can have if it is opened. So again, Gavin Newsom, the ball is definitely in his court. Again, this is from a couple days ago. So let's go into Josh DAmaro, who had a private, or who, not Josh, but Disney had a private webcast. Let's see what he had to say, and let's see if we get any closer to figuring out a date. So again, we are back, this time with comments from Josh DAmaro. This was updated today. So again, we have Disney Parks Chairman Josh DAmaro. It is time to open Disneyland up. Now, this is very significant because Josh DAmaro is obviously, like I said, the chairman of Disney Parks. Most likely, I hope that he is the future CEO of Disney. He's a great leader, very personable with people. You can see him in the parks, at downtown Disney, at Disney Springs, meeting with people, taking pictures, introducing himself. So he's a very personable guy. And again, there was a press conference that happened at the Disney parks and how they were operating during COVID. So I'd say out of any of the theme park entities, Universal, SeaWorld, Busch Gardens, Disney is the strictest on their mask compliance, social distancing, hand sanitizing, and overall health and safety of their guests. They've been operating in parks all across the world, and even specifically in the United States at Walt Disney World. So they were given this presentation on how they are doing this to the state and local health officials, again, that are unable to link anything from COVID to an outbreak to its theme parks. So this is really a testament, and again, how Mike is saying from Blog Mickey, of how well they're doing with their safety measures in place. So again, Walt Disney World has basically had a very successful opening. But again, we come back to the point that California still hasn't offered any guidance at all. They haven't told anyone how to open. I mean, it's supposed to open up on July 17th. Obviously, that never happened. And they only have downtown Disney, which has queues for people to get into the park. So there's definitely a demand in Southern California for the parks to open. They just need this guidance. And then we stop your serious conversation for a picture of Donald Duck doing some sweeping. That's a nice thought. So again, on the 16th, Ken Potrock, Disneyland president, had made a statement. And then the mayor of Anaheim made a plea to Governor Newsom. So again, they're hitting them from all fronts. You've got the CAPA organization, which represents theme parks in California. You have Ken Potrock. You have Harry Sidhu. Now you've got Josh DAmaro. So they're hitting on all cylinders. So again, there was a private web conference where Disney went over how they're operating the park safely. And again, it was a presentation by Josh DAmaro where he is pleading with the legislative people. Gavin, please just open. Let us know how we can open up. We've done it before. Let's figure it out. So again, a quote from DAmaro: "The longer we take to reopen, the more devastating the impact will be for Orange County. It's time for Disneyland to open up. This isn't about Disneyland. This is about the whole economy around Disneyland. Disney will be fine. Disney is a $200+ billion market cap company that can sustain through these things. Yes, they might have cutbacks. Yes, they might have to figure out how they're operating. But the mom and pops, the hotels, the restaurants, those are going away. The people with those jobs, if Disneyland doesn't come back, they're not having jobs. There's not enough tax money coming in. So there's an overall economic downturn because of this. So when I look at things from a big perspective, it's very frustrating. I think the folks at Disney in Southern California and Anaheim just want guidelines. They want to reopen their theme parks. They want to bring people back into Southern California. They want to do it safely. They want to do it the right way. Again, Disney has a track record of doing this. So the ball really is in the state of California in Gavin Newsom's hands. Are we closer? I don't know. I am getting frustrated with the state of California as well. I have lots of friends that are out on the West Coast, and Disney is such an escape during a highly stressful time that we have right now, especially during COVID-19. So I wish they could figure out, I mean, I know Disney knows how to do things the right way. So I am fingers crossed for all my friends that the parks open up sometime soon. So hopefully in the next couple of days, I'll have some more positive news, some more definite news of what's going on. But until then, have faith, trust, lots of pixie dust, and I look forward to the next time we talk Disney.